There was an episode here, according to this article. About,
yeah, that's correct. It was actually filmed with a digital video camera. The thing is, I've had a lot of problems with the police. We're doing a documentary in Bergen, and part of the documentary was focused on police corruption. And this was following an episode that we had at DNB Norrbank where we were filming a movie there and the police shut down the town. It was all over the news. Maybe you saw it on NRK TV too.
Yeah, I think there was something about this, yeah.
Yeah, I could send you all kinds of stuff. I have a bunch of material, but it's not about that case. It's the same movie prop that was in that we were using in that movie production. We were taking some pictures with on the bridge, as it mentions in the article, and we were recording a clip with several actors doing some lines together with a toy gun. And this is when the police came with, close to a dozen cops and attacked us, threw us down to the ground, and brutally arrested us to the point where they brought us in bleeding. There was this whole nightmare. I have no idea why it escalated into this, but in any event, the matter in question now is they took 2 videotapes from me, and the toy gun and all the camera equipment, all kinds of material, and I have yet to receive the videotapes and the toy plastic replica back. And I've gone through several different lawyers sending letters to them, and we just haven't gotten anywhere. So right now I don't have an attorney working on the case, and I need someone to collect the police documents and collect the videos that they took. And what they told my sister, my sister had gone down and they gave her the camera back and the batteries and the camera bag, but they kept the video and they kept the toy gun, and they told her that they were not going to pursue a case because it was clearly a misunderstanding. It wasn't a real weapon, and we had, we were working with, an actor and another actor talking in a fake scene. It wasn't like it was anything that was intended to, cause a problem, or, it was a fiction. But yeah, so to make a long story short, part of the video camera was rolling when the police came. And part of the video captured the police coming over and essentially attacking.
Okay, that's why you're not getting it back.
That's why I'm not getting it back, because it shows police corruption, and it's turned into this major problem. So I'm hoping that you'll take on the case and make the appropriate letters and requests to get everything they have back. I mean, legally, I've gone through this before. On 2 other occasions, they have taken videos from me, and I always get them back. There's film laws that protect you. And because the thing is, they didn't just take videos that were taken from that day. You understand? I had other recordings from the previous weeks. They just took everything we had on us, and we haven't got anything back to this day.
Then there's actually quite valuable material on this.
Very valuable material.
Partly the work that you've been doing, and partly also the clip about this police
brutality. Exactly.
Brutality, yeah.
Now, finally someone that, from a brief description, understands the actual truth. Apparently, a lot of people and lawyers I've spoken to here, they don't seem to understand how important that is to someone because I'm a film producer. I've done the same thing all over the world. I was filming a movie in New York. We were using fake weapons. We dealt with the police. We dealt with the bank. Never had any problems. Not once. We filmed at the airport. I've been involved with film productions for over 7 years, and the only place I have any problems is Norway. And it's continuing.
The reason is because we work a lot with intellectual property in this company. We work a lot with film, with television rights, and we also do, of course, some penal cases. But we also understand very well the business you're in, and if the police have been very negative in order to release this stuff, you will need someone who puts a lot of weight in this and pushes this in all
exactly. They can mention the intellectual property laws and
we're talking about all the laws. We're talking about we have to threat them with indemnity lawsuits, and it's also maybe a matter of possibly using this case in the media. To use the media as well too.
Yeah, I've spoken with the media, and there was a reporter, or several different reporters I contacted, and one of them was considering doing a story, and I assume if he had been able to view the video showing what happened, he would have taken the story, but there was no video and no proof to present to him. So as you can imagine, the police know that too, that the second the video gets returned, it could be on NRK the next day.
Yeah, but this has to be pitched in the right way. And I mean, you have there were several people present apart from the police.
Yes, of course, many.
I mean, if they can give some explanations about this to I'm not sure they can, because they are possibly quite annoyed about the handling they were.
It turned into a whole nightmare, and when the police came, they questioned, the people we hired, and they made it seem like a real crime had taken place, and they also had.
That's true.
Yeah, no, it was insane. But in addition, at the same time,
started when the police came.
The crime started when the police came, exactly. So, but the incident had occurred in Bergen. I was filming, on the Sutter Bridge. We took some pictures on the Sutter Bridge, as it mentioned in the article, with the toy gun, which is very obviously plastic. When the SWAT team had come before, when we were filming inside the bank, there was a whole news story. The SWAT team came in and picked up the weapon, and they were ready to fall on the floor. They didn't even take it into evidence. They dropped it and walked out feeling stupid, and we were filming right by Wasteland. Are you familiar with Wasteland in Bergen?
The Wasteland?
Yeah, it's a little arcade. They sell like laser guns and, they're all toy BB gun replicas. But anyway, they're the exact same as the one we were using, as in the arcade a couple blocks away. So, there was no real reason. I mean, they have a personal vendetta after that specific thing with, 40 police officials and snipers coming to the bank when we were filming a movie. Since then, they had been attacking me and my brother and anybody that works for us or my movie company.
You actually have had problems with
it's constant, non-stop. To make a long story short, we came from New York with the dream of, shooting our movie here. We began filming the movie, and we were filming a bank robbery at the bank, and everything turned into a nightmare. They shut down the whole town. They said it was a real bank robbery, and there was terrorists in the bank, and, they came and insisted that it looked too real. This couldn't be a movie, and, had lasers on everybody. According to the head police guys, and the snipers, they said they almost shot several actors in the bank, which were people we hired. And, it turned into this massive situation. There was, there's tons of news articles about it,
Have they claimed any... Have they presented any claims during economically after this?
They gave me a fine for 50,000 krona. I said, my film company, and everybody, I said there was no way we were going to pay any fine. We hadn't done anything wrong, and the bank was the one that was improper in notifying the authorities because we made the arrangements with them. We got a written letter from them giving us permission to film in the bank, and the arrangement was that they would deal with the police that are 2 blocks down. I mean, because this was a bank that's like 2 blocks from the police station. The bank ended up paying 30,000 krona for not informing the police that they were having a movie going on there. But since that, we've had nothing but more problems with the police. Constantly. I mean, they've called me up and they told me to stop poking people on Facebook. I mean, I've received so many. I'm serious. I was
like
completely shocked.
You or something.
They're harassing you. They're harassing me and stalking me and any little tiny little thing they can think of. Before this thing that you just read the article about in BA, the thing that we're trying to get all the stuff back from now. Prior to that, they had sent a case saying that I was leading a double life and I had 2 separate incomes and I was falsely reporting to the tax office all this crap. And then now I had just received a letter about a month ago saying they closed that case, they made a mistake, blah, blah, there wasn't enough evidence to pursue it, they were wrong, that type of letter. It's a general form letter. We don't have evidence to pursue this, and there won't be a case, and we won't be needing your comment further. But nonetheless, they used that fake case for part of the reason to harass and stalk us continuously.
This bank robbery, or not the bank robbery, but this filming in the bank was in 2008, wasn't it?
It was in 2007, and
2007, okay.
yeah, there was ongoing news articles up until 2009.
I see. Well, it's no problem. We will take on this and put maximum pressure on them to release this. What you're missing now is you've received all or almost all your camera equipment. This is been.
Yeah, all it is the actual videos. It's 2 digital videotapes.
Yeah.
The clips we weren't in, full production. I want to start filming, but we have to get all these problems resolved with the police because everybody that we go to hire is constantly sending me letters, have you worked out the problems with the police? Repeatedly, because everybody saw it all over the news. It was all over NRK, TV2, and every newspaper in the local area. So the thing is, in addition to getting everything back, it's very important that we, in some way, try to resolve, this ongoing brutal war with the police that, like I said, I'm not experienced with it because in New York, nothing ever turned into a police matter connected to a movie. It just doesn't happen. And I'm very experienced with film production because I've been involved with, a lot of big productions like Spider-Man 3 and Spider-Man 1 and Law and Order and several other television shows. So I know the procedure. I know, how, to carry on and do things. But here it, has turned into nothing but one problem after the next. But that's great. So you can take the case and, in the meantime, I guess the best thing is to write up a letter asking for the 6 things that I mentioned. Yeah.
I think I have to start by writing a letter to the police and giving them to give me a copy of all investigation documents. And
also a signed statement when they detained me when they did a 3-hour interrogation, which I insisted was recorded on tape recording, and they said that's the 3-hour audio recording of my interrogation would be given to my lawyer could request that. So and also the signed statement that I basically signed under duress because. But it was basically, the truth. I'm not perfect with Norwegian, so they brought a translator in and we spoke in Norwegian and English and jumped back and forth, and it was just one confusing nightmare. It was very, very difficult to communicate like that. I'm sure you agree. When you have
the translation is often not it doesn't give the exact result or exact statement.
If one word is wrong in a legal matter, it could destroy the whole thing.
Yeah.
But all right, so what do you want to do in the meantime? If officially, that's great that you can take on the case. So probably tomorrow would be the soonest we'd be able to send anything out, right? Because it's late in the afternoon today.
Yes, I would be formal procedures. I'll send you a confirmation